And at this time, I will pass the mic to Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
Governor Abbott, I have to say something.
Excuse me.
The time
Excuse me.
to have stopped this
Excuse me.
was after Santa Fe High School.
Sit down.
You're
Don't
out of
pull a
line
stunt.
and an embarrassment.
Was after El Paso.
Sit down and don't play this
To
stuff.
stop the next shooting is right now, and you are doing nothing.
No,
you are offering
you
us
need to get
nothing.
his ass out of here.
You
This
said
isn't
this
the
is
place
not
to talk this
predictable.
over.
This is totally predictable when you choose
Sir, you're
not
out of
to
line.
do anything. to
Sir,
save the
you are
kids
out of
in
line.
the state. I'm standing
Sir,
up for the
you
kids
are
in
out
the
of line.
state
Please
to
leave
stop
this
from
auditorium.
happening
So you
again.
can exit. You can exit. I can't believe you're a sick son of a bitch that would come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
This is not the place to do that.
Check, check. Okay, we are up. Excuse me for the mic check. I just want to let you know that if you are listening in right now, it appears that we have a reporter. That's who it appears to be. I am not exactly sure who it is at this time. They have gone up. Oh, actually, that appears to be Beto O'Rourke. That's Beto O'Rourke. That's Beto O'Rourke. That is Beto O'Rourke. Hang on one second. Beto O'Rourke went up to the stage and actually asked Governor Greg Abbott how many more times we were going to see this.
This is 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, a student at Uvalde High School. The Washington Post spoke with friends and neighbors who say he was bullied over a speech impediment, had a rough home life, and had a history of fistfights and using BB guns. Here's a photo he posted on Instagram 3 days before the massacre. 2 guns he purchased just last week when he turned 18, along with 375 rounds of ammo. Today, Governor Abbott revealed the contents of what Facebook describes as 3 private messages the gunman sent about 30 minutes before reaching the school that were not seen until it was too late.
The first post was to the point of, he said, "I'm going to shoot my grandmother." The second post was, "I shot my grandmother." The third post, maybe less than 15 minutes before arriving at the school, was, "I'm going to shoot an elementary school."
And here's the official timeline of what happened next. The gunman crashed his pickup near the school, ran toward the building, exchanged fire with a school police officer, got into a classroom that happened to be connected to another classroom, barricaded it, and began shooting. Law enforcement around the school broke windows to get as many people out as possible. An off-duty Border Patrol agent managed to kill the gunman. Here in San Antonio, there is a principal in the Northeast District who 6 years ago was the principal at this very school in Uvalde. He gave me some insight into the entrance the shooter appears to have used.
I believe that that is the door through which students pass as they are loading buses in the afternoons. That's a door through which we would dismiss car riders that were being picked up from after-school tutoring.
As for why this school, a state senator from Houston says the Texas Rangers told him the shooter's grandmother, the one he shot before the rampage, used to work there. This door in the back part of campus. A former principal for this school, who is now a principal here in San Antonio, gave the troubleshooter some insight.
I would not characterize it as a soft target door.
Dr. Ross McLaughlin served as principal 6 years ago. He says the Robb Elementary campus is completely flat, surrounded by a 6-foot hurricane fence, and that the shooting appears to have happened in a newer part of the school, built in the last 20 years. The shooter entered a door that, during Dr. McLaughlin's time as principal, was used for school pickup.
Exterior doors are kept locked, with the exception of doors through which students naturally pass.
Today we learned that from this door, the gunman went down 2 short hallways, then entered a classroom that happened to be internally connected to another classroom. Dr. McLaughlin told me he was heartbroken to see this happen at his old campus. He says most of the teachers there are graduates of the Uvalde school system, and many of them attended this very elementary school.